Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you've been following our videos recently, you know that we don't live in a caravan full-time anymore. We walked away from living in a caravan full-time, and probably many of you are wondering what on earth happened. And does it mean that everything I said earlier about living in a caravan full-time was a lie? Because for many years and in many videos I was telling you how lovely it is and how much I love living in a caravan full-time. So what happened? And do I still recommend this lifestyle or not? In this video I'm going to explain why we walked away from living in a caravan full-time, give you our reasons for our decision. And hopefully, if you consider this lifestyle yourself, if you are thinking if living in a caravan is for you or not, this video will help you make your decision. Also, towards the end of this video, I will tell you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, after living in a caravan for 6 years, I will tell you if I still recommend this lifestyle or not. So give this video a like and stay tuned. In my videos, I've never claimed that living in a caravan is challenge-free and it is an easy ride and a bed of roses. Quite the opposite. I talked a lot about challenges, struggles and the difficulties of living in a caravan full-time. So let's just review the most popular themes for those of you who maybe joined the channel recently and subscribed recently. So what were the difficulties of living in a caravan full-time? The first thing which comes to my mind is very limited living space. For 6 years, me, my husband and our dog, who's not a small dog, we were living in tiny space together. We were sharing about 30 square meters of space. This was our living area. This was our bedroom, kitchen, living room, bedroom, our study, office, pantry. This was our living space. And even after buying a beautiful, spacious Caravan, Fendt 700 double axis with a beautiful island bed and plenty of storage and space, we were still struggling with living in such a small space and cramming our life and our personal belongings in a caravan. So this is one obstacle and one difficulty. Then everyday life things like a toilet, using a toilet, having to empty the cassette toilet. Really, it's at first it's probably interesting, maybe even adventurous. At first you see it as a challenge, but with time it really wears you down and starts to annoy you, and it becomes a pain in the neck. The same with limited electricity supply. It took me years to learn to not switch all the electric appliances at once and to not trip electric supply on the campsite, which was very limited comparing to what we have at home. And then facilities, things which you need to use every day, like toilet, shower, a washing machine. We were using shared facilities on a campsite. We were very fortunate that we were living in a caravan on a campsite and we had access to these facilities, like recycling, a washing machine, a dryer, hot showers, you know, a normal toilet. We had access to these things, but they were shared, and they were shared with strangers, which is not the most comfortable, and probably many people would struggle with it. Would you? Today I'm focusing on difficulties and challenges, and of course there were beautiful moments, beautiful aspects of living in a caravan full-time which we absolutely loved, and that's why we kept doing it for so many years. So you can hear about positives and upsides in other videos. Today I'm focusing on things which slowly wore us down, and one of them is living in nature. Yes, it's lovely in the summer. Like today I'm wearing shorts. The weather is, well, it's cloudy, but it's been sunny for all day. It's been absolutely scorching. So in the summer, living in a caravan is a bliss. You are living outside. You are at one with nature. But come winter, this is a different story, and I made many videos about challenges of living in a caravan in winter. And I think for me personally, the last 2 winters which we spent in a caravan were like the last nails to this lifestyle coffin. It was just too much. After 2 winters in a caravan, I said to Marek, as much as I love living in a caravan in the summer, I can't imagine spending the 3rd winter in a caravan. And why? Because having survived, luckily, thank you very much, having survived God knows how many storms in last winter, over 10, I was exhausted. I stopped feeling safe in a caravan, and being awake at night and praying that a tree will not fall on us or a piece of another caravan will not hit us till the morning, or a piece of awning will not damage the van or us. This is really a bad scenario, and you don't want to do it in winter. And we've lived in a caravan full-time for many years, and we've observed that over the last 5 years the weather changed dramatically for the worse in the UK, and those winter storms go on, and there are more of them and they are more violent. And I felt really vulnerable at that time, and I didn't feel safe in my caravan, especially at night. However, having said all this and having mentioned all the challenges and difficulties, we still look back and think it was a lovely period of our life. It was an amazing adventure. We learned a lot, we've grown a lot as people, and we saved a lot of money. Yes, the financial aspect of living in a caravan full-time was very important for us. So in the first few years, we used the money to have fun in winter. You know, we've worked in the summer and then had amazing winter in Spain with our dog. In fact, one of our first videos published on this channel, it was a car trip to Spain with our doggy and crossing the channel and so on. So we've had a blast. We were working hard, we were playing hard, but above all, living in a caravan put us in a position of having choices, because once we've actually seen some money in our bank account, finally, we could have choices and we could make decisions. So the time we spent living in a caravan, it was really a time of reflection and thinking, actually, what do we want to do in our life? What's next? What do we want to do? Where do we want to live? What types of jobs we want to have? Do we want to have a career? And so on. This was a thinking time. It was a recovery and thinking time for us. So we are super grateful for this opportunity of living in a caravan, because it put us in a position of choice. And it enabled us to move on in our lives and to better ourselves, in our view, and to take this massive gamble we are taking now, which means we are throwing ourselves into a completely new lifestyle. And we are confident that we will be fine. Whatever happens, we will be okay. Because guess what? If things go very wrong, we can always go back to living in a caravan again and we will cope. But for now, we are enjoying our lovely accommodation and the home comforts we have, because our new job comes with accommodation, which is a huge bonus. So now it's time to let you in and show you around our cottage where we are living right now. There we are, and you know who enjoys new living space the most? We absolutely love our living room, which is massive, and an open plan kitchen. That means we all have more space, and Diesel makes the most of it. We don't forget our root stove. We also have a massive kitchen, well, massive to compare with a caravan kitchen, so apologies for flickering lights. But we have a fridge freezer, which has a really positive impact on my cooking and food storage and planning meals. And in general, we are independent from the weather. Now, if there is a storm in the forecast, I'm not having a heart attack, and I can actually sleep at night, even during storms. And talking about sleeping, from our bedroom, we go to our very own bathroom with our very own toilet, which flushes, and you don't have to empty it. We also have a washing machine and a dryer, and we don't have to share them with anyone, which is fantastic. As you can see, we are very comfortable and we are really enjoying living in this cottage, living in traditional accommodation again after all these years. And home comforts means a lot to us. We cherish them and really appreciate them. However, we are not forgetting where we came from and what we did before. And we are still grateful for our time in the caravan and for our campsite job, because those experiences really developed us on so many levels. We've grown a lot as people because this adventure and this challenge taught us so much and gave us such a confidence boost that we felt confident and we felt all right. We had this faith and belief in ourselves that we will cope with this new situation and a new lifestyle and hopefully be successful. So the time in a caravan put us in a position of having choices. And to cut a long story short, having choices, having freedom, having the flexibility is very closely linked to having money. So for us, living in a caravan was also the time for saving money and to prepare, to enable us to prepare for the next step. So I think if you have a bigger plan and living in a caravan is just a step on your journey, you want to do it for a few years, I think that would be ideal. However, if you can cope with winter in a caravan, you could do it permanently. For me, especially for me, it was a huge challenge. And it was winter in a caravan which really finally broke my spirit and challenged the love for this lifestyle. But also an opportunity. Probably if this opportunity hasn't presented itself, we would still be in a caravan till we found something better for ourselves, let's say. So this is another reason why we left. We simply came across an opportunity to better ourselves and we took it. So to cut a long story short, if you are tempted, if you want to try living in a caravan full time, if you think you can do it, yes, do it, go for it. We gained so much through this experience. So hopefully it will be a good one for you too. And if anything else, or everything else fails, you should be saving money by living in a caravan. So that's for sure. Right. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope this video clarified a few things for you and you don't think I'm a fraud and I'm a fake, because for so many years I was telling you about living in a caravan and how wonderful it is, and now I don't live in a caravan anymore. But this is my personal choice and this is really a benefit of having done this lifestyle, that I could walk away from it and I could do my thing, and we had a choice. So thank you very much for watching. If you are not a regular subscriber yet, please subscribe. It is free and it has many perks. So thank you. I hope you will reach out and share your thoughts in the comment, and that I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.